guys, so today I'm just going to go over a couple things about Bombshell Luxe hair. There's been a couple little things that I just wanted to point out about the hair when people are washing it, okay? So I've already had a couple people come back and maybe say that it's tangling, it's getting a little bit knotty, and today I'm just going to go over how to wash your wigs and how to care for them and what products to use, because products are key, people. I've already done a couple of wigs using some knockoff products from Walmart. I know they say that they have argan oil or Moroccan in it, but it's not the same and it's not going to work, okay? This is one of the wigs that I created myself. This is 22 inches. And in order to get these colors, I have to get the wigs super blonde. Therefore, they are gonna feel a little bit dry if you do not care for them properly, and they will tangle. That's why I recommend sometimes carrying around an oil with you or a brush. I'm going to point out one thing first right now. This wig here, I've had actually for about 4 years. I have bleached it a couple times and I've recolored it a couple of times, and it's still in pretty good condition. Now this is a full lace. With this one, I'm going to wash it today with the Moroccan, and I'm going to show you guys the difference of what it makes. So in this video, you can see how dry it is. Okay, I haven't worn it for quite some time. So I'm gonna wash it and show you guys what to do and how to wash it, okay? Okay, yeah, so I'm going to first start with the Moroccan Hydrating Shampoo. This is my favorite for washing all of my wigs. Then I'm going to follow with the mask. I always use a deep conditioning mask typically when I wash my wigs, because the more hydrated it is, the better your wig's going to be, okay? As for water temperature, you don't want the temperature too cold and you don't want the temperature too hot either. If it's too hot, you're gonna actually stretch the lace onto your wig, especially if you're holding it like this when you're washing it. Don't do that, okay? So I'm gonna start with holding the wig just like this, like a ponytail. Making sure that that temperature is about lukewarm. Always have the water going down the hair shaft, okay guys? Don't ever have it upside down or anything like that, because you're gonna actually tangle the wigs. You wanna be gentle with them. So always have the water coming down. So when you're putting on your shampoo, you want to be very gentle with your wigs, almost like you're petting it. You don't want to be scrubbing it. You want to just be lightly massaging your wig. Because it's not like real hair on your head. You don't need to be scrubbing your scalp to get the oils out. Also, I love the smell of the Moroccan shampoo. If you have a lot of product buildup, you guys, then I would kind of scrub just the ends a little bit. But for that, I'd still, don't be too rough with it. Very lightly. These wigs don't need to be rough handled. Especially if you have makeup around, which most of us women do, kind of get in there and just get that off. Or if you have any glue from the Got2b, kind of just massage that out. Okay. And again, I am rinsing the wig in a downward motion. And another thing, make sure that you completely get it washed out. If all of the product isn't washed out, your wig is going to tangle even more. Sometimes if you rush and you're worried that you're overdoing it or you gotta hurry, don't hurry. You spend enough on these wigs, you want to make sure that you take care of them. So I'm I'm gonna go in, I need some more. And again, just be very nice to it. And don't squeeze your wigs either, because again, you can stretch the lace as well. This Chi Argan is also really good. I've been using it as well. It's got the argan in it and Morgana oil. Anything that's hydrating. Now what I do is I always let my wigs sit for a couple of hours, sometimes even. Why? Because it needs to suck up all of that moisture so that my wig can be nice and soft and shiny. And then just let it sit. Okay guys, so my wig has been sitting for a good hour. Now I am going to rinse it. So I'm just gonna hold it again. Again, having the water go down the hair shaft. Again, it's very important to make sure you have all that product out. Already feeling better. Not really squeezing it, I'm just kind of getting that excess water out. So if you are going to, I suggest just pressing down very softly, and then once you get to the end, you can give it a squeeze just to get that water out. But the best thing to do is to put it on your towel. And you're just going to, because you don't want to be doing this, because you're going to knot it and it's going to wreck the cuticles of the hair, making it a lot easier for it to tangle on you. Again, this is a wig that is 4 years old and has been through a lot. It was my first one, my learning. So what I'm going to do is I have here the Miracle Hair Treatment. This is the leave-in conditioner that I have right now at home. This is the 11 Australia, and it is awesome. And you're just gonna really get it to those ends. And heck, if you want, put just a smidge more on those ends. Because Lord knows this wig definitely needs that. I also like to use a good oil before. Right now I just have this one here, the Peixiao. I like the Moroccan oil way better, but right now this is what I have. So it's what I'm using. Okay, now for brushing your guys' wigs. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I put this wig on, because a lot of you have been asking me how I put all my hair that I have, that I've grown, underneath all of that little itty bitty cap. So I sometimes use a wig cap, which I do supply you guys when you purchase a Bombshell wig. Sometimes I don't always wear these, sometimes I just French braid my hair as well, but today I'm gonna show you with the cap, okay? Yes, you look a little silly when you put it on. Everyone laughs. Now all this hair here, I am going to tuck up. And this is sometimes where I actually like wearing caps now, because my hair is long and I don't have all the time to always French braid my hair anymore. And then move it around so it's nice and flat. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna put this one on. So this is how I put it on. Everybody's different and you're gonna find your own way of how you like to put it on. I like to flip mine up basically. So I'm gonna take this is the band that goes at the nape here of your neck. So this is how I put it on. So I put this band, okay, and it's gonna sit about right in here, nice and comfortable. I'm gonna take this, pull it down. This clip right here, you're gonna tuck underneath that, okay? Now this is kind of hard because I don't have a mirror in front of me. But again, I'm just gonna kind of slowly, I'm gonna move it to where I want it to be. Now there's clips on the side and I just kind of take them and shove them in. So one thing I am gonna also point out too is sometimes when you get these wigs, sometimes the clips are a little bit far back. Now for some people that might be too far back. So what you can do, you can actually take the clips off and sew them closer, okay? I can also do it for you too, depending if you're a little bit scared, but I have my clip sitting really close, especially just because this one has been stretched out over time. I do also have a clip right here, and sometimes I use extension clips. I'm gonna show you really quick before I go on and I forget. This wig came completely glueless. This wig is actually from Freedom Couture. This was a $1,300 wig, I know. But I customized it how I wanted it to. So I put extension clips on it for me to put it on a little bit easier. So every wig that I get, sometimes I customize a little bit easier because I go onto YouTube and I watch a million videos. Anyways, so now that my wig is on, I'm gonna show you guys how to blow dry it. There's a couple different options. Sometimes you can blow dry it so it's on your head, get it where you want it to be parted. And then afterwards you can actually take the wig off and just hold it. Always make sure that you are pointing your blow dryer down. You don't want to be making it all crazy. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how I do it. So I'm going to put a little bit more hair oil into my wig because it does not hurt, especially with this one. This one was so blonde when I got it. Sometimes that is how I start blow drying my wigs. Afterwards, creepy, I will actually hold my wig and blow dry in a downward motion. Again, you see me blowing it dry down, not like this. Don't do that. You want to make sure all the cuticles are going down the same way. So another thing too, guys, you can also use a wig stand or a styrofoam mannequin head to kind of let it air dry first for a little bit because there is a lot of water in these wigs. It likes to hold it. So if that's what you're going to do, you can kind of place your wig just on the stand and let it air dry too for a little bit. Or you can kind of blow dry while it's sitting on the wig stand as well. Always make sure that the cap is also dry before wearing it. You don't want it to be too damp or too wet still before styling, okay? So I just got my wig trimmed by my hair wifey, Jessica, because after about 3 years, even a year, you guys, you're probably gonna wanna trim up your wigs because the ends will get a little bit damaged from flat ironing, blow drying, playing with it constantly. So it is good and recommended to trim your wigs every so often. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this little video and I hope you find it helpful.